Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Maya, and if you're new, welcome. In today's video, I'll be doing a Sisterlocks chit chat. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and let's get into it. The first thing that I want to touch on is how about a month ago, I had posted a video on my channel telling you guys how I had been using the wrong product on my Sisterlocks for about 5 years, and I never knew that this product was bad for my Sisterlocks until I went to go get an ACV rinse, and the beautician told me that I should not be using this product. It had a lot of bad ingredients in it, and that I should just stick to essential oils. So that is something that I've done ever since. I've never used that product again. So when I did get the ACV rinse, she also told me that I should set up another appointment to get just one more ACV rinse, just to make sure that she gets all of the buildup out of my hair. So this last Friday, I had went to her again because I had set up another appointment to get an ACV rinse. So she sat me down, she looked at my hair and told me that I didn't need another ACV rinse. So what she did was she just washed my Sisterlocks, and it felt good, y'all. I enjoy getting my Sisterlocks washed. I am not going to wash my hair in the shower anymore. It's just too much. So I'm going to treat myself to a hair wash at the salon every month. But one thing that the Loctician told me was that I didn't need to get another ACV rinse due to me not having any buildup in my Sisterlocks anymore. She said that my hair looked fine, so there was no need for her to do another ACV rinse, as well as the product that I was putting in my Sisterlocks is called No More Itch Growth Spray. So if you're using that product, throw it away. It's not healthy for your hair. It has a lot of bad ingredients in it, and you should be sticking to essential oils and healthy things to put in your hair instead of things that is going to cause a buildup in your hair. So that's something that I did learn. Another thing is that prior to me even setting up this ACV rinse appointment that I didn't even need, I knew that I needed to confirm my Sisterlock retightening with my Loctician. So last week, I knew that it was time for me to get my Sisterlocks retightened. But unfortunately, you guys, I did not hear a word from my Loctician. What my Loctician does is she normally texts me a week prior so we can set up an appointment for her to retighten my Sisterlocks because she comes to my home. But last week, you guys, I didn't hear anything from her. So y'all, I got worried because during the pandemic, I suffered because I ended up losing a Loctician, so it caused me to go without a retightening for a long time. And let me include a video of how my hair looked when I didn't have a Loctician. So when I didn't hear anything from my Loctician, you guys, I had bad anxiety. I didn't know what to do. My neck started hurting because I'm thinking, what am I going to do about my Sisterlocks? Because I know how hard it is to find a Sisterlocks consultant, and I knew that I was not ready to just find a new Sisterlocks consultant. So when I didn't hear from her, you guys, I got worried. I texted her saying I pray all is well. I'm thinking about if her and her man, are they okay? All of these thoughts that I had, you guys, because I already know how hard it is to find a Sisterlocks consultant. And my Loctician, she does a wonderful job. She comes to my home. She's affordable. So I just didn't want her to just walk out of my life because my hair is healthy due to her keeping up with the maintenance of it, always on time, always professional. So I didn't hear from her, you guys, but I did text her twice, even at 12 a.m. in the morning, because I'm thinking, what is going on? And she finally called me, you guys, and she told me that she was out of the country and that she apologized. And now I'm getting my Sisterlocks retightened on June 2nd. So this time I'm going 7 weeks without a retightening, and I think that my hair looks fine. My grandmother was telling me that, and I was telling her, no, I need to get my Sisterlocks retightened every 6 weeks, but I think I can go longer. So grandma, you are right. So that is something that I'm going to be discussing with my Loctician, seeing if that's okay for me to go longer than 6 weeks. So I think I would prefer 7 weeks instead. So it all worked out, you guys. So when I was going through all of these emotions, I was on YouTube watching self-retightening videos, thinking about how I need to take a class because it's so important to know how to do your own Sisterlocks, because you never know what can happen to your Loctician, good or bad. They can move out the country. They can move to a different state. Anything can happen. They might want to change their profession. who knows? So it's just best to know how to do your own sister locks. And I know that I've said in many videos how I want to take the class, and I need to, because it's important for me, because I do not want to have to get rid of my sister locks. You guys, they're so beautiful. I would never want to have to convert over to a different lock. I am going to have sister locks until I die, more than likely. I know I have my moments of times when I'm thinking I might want to go back to being a loose natural and then get my sister locks over again. But y'all, during this moment, I told myself, girl, you are sticking to the Sisterlocks journey, and it's just so important to learn how to do your own Sisterlocks, because you just never know what can happen. So I think for us that all have great locticians, that they need to have a loctician day. You know how like they have teacher day, they need to have a loctician day, because they matter. But that is just something that happened to me, and I know that this will probably never happen again with my loctician, because she always does what she says that she's going to do. So that's the goal for me, is to learn how to do my own self reties. As well as when I think about taking the class, I will say that I am a little bit intimidated, because like I told you, I was never really into doing my hair even when I was a loose natural. So locks were the best thing that I could have ever gotten. So when I think about taking this sister lock class, I'm thinking, I don't know anything about hair, but that is what the class is for. So let me know down below if you've ever taken the sister lock class. As well as when I was going through all of my emotions, I came across another sister lock content creator, and she said that having sister locks is not a promise, it is a privilege. And I said, yes, you are correct. So take that into consideration too, if you do decide to get sister locks, of things that could happen. So it's best to learn how to do your own self reties, just in case anything happens. As well as I do hear that women that do know how to do their own self reties, that it takes a couple of days for them to even finish, due to them having so many locks in their hair. And for me, y'all, it'll probably take a couple of days, but it's just necessary to know. So let me know down below, even if you ever gone through a period of time where your loctician ignored a text, or if you ever lost a loctician, let me know down below. Another thing that I want to touch on is, how do I feel about lock extensions? Because when I went to go get my hair washed this last time, I ended up catching a lift, and my lift driver, she had Marley twists in her hair, and I thought that they were beautiful, and we began talking about my locks, and she told me how she wanted to get locks, but she thought that it would be best for her to get lock extensions. So me being me, I told her, you shouldn't do that. You should just go on this locking journey natural. She told me that she thought that it didn't fit her, especially the beginning stages, because she did get locks before and she didn't like the way that her hair looked. But for me, when it comes to lock extensions, I feel as though getting lock extensions takes away from the journey, seeing how your hair grows naturally out of your scalp. But to each his own, because at the end of the day, you're going to do what you want to do with your hair. But one thing I will say is that I don't like when people lie. I think that you can say I have lock extensions instead of lying about it, but to each his own at the end of the day. But I just feel as though seeing your hair grow every day or month to month is a beautiful thing, versus going into a hair salon and getting instant gratification. I feel as though it just takes away from being able to just see your growth even as you're growing. Your hair is growing while you're growing, so you go through different stages in life, as well as your locks. So I think that's the beauty of having locks, and I know that people all go on a locking journey for different reasons, so I understand that too. But just don't lie about it. I see all the time where women will say, well, I paid for it, so it's not fake. But yes, baby, it's fake. You don't have to lie. There's nothing wrong with saying I did this, because it's your choice. But just don't lie, because a lie is a lie. But other than that, to each his own. But for me, I would never put lock extensions in my hair. I love watching my hair grow and seeing what it does on its own. But I know that people might get lock extensions for health reasons. Their hair isn't growing. But just don't lie about it. But that's all I'm going to say. Hopefully I don't rub anyone the wrong way if you do have lock extensions, because I've seen women that get lock extensions and they're beautiful. But when I did go get my ACV rinse, the beautician told me that a lot of people end up taking out their locking extensions due to the hair texture of the lock extension not matching with their natural hair texture. So you might have to think about that. The next thing that I want to touch on is, how do I feel about being a Sisterlock content creator? I began my Sisterlock content journey in 2019. The first video that I ever did on my YouTube channel was me taking out a Sisterlocks braid out on my Sisterlocks, and that was around 4 years ago. And I feel as though me recording my Sisterlocks journey, it has been an off and on thing on my YouTube channel. I've never been consistent like the way I should have been, especially beginning my YouTube channel, but I am still growing, and I know that consistency will get you anywhere you want to go in life. But me looking at my journey for over these 4 years, I feel as though if I was consistent, that I would be way ahead than I am now. But it's due to me not being consistent. But one day I was on social media and I began comparing myself to other Sisterlock content creators. I told myself, why am I not getting all the love that they're getting? I believe that my videos are good. My hair is just as beautiful as theirs, but I had to check myself, and I told myself, Maya, you never do that. You never compare yourself to anyone else, because you don't know what journey they had to go on. So never do that. So what I did was, you guys, I looked into the Bible. I wanted to know what God says about comparing yourself to other people. And I feel as though my generation, especially when it comes to going through things, we tend to go on social media and vent, but everything is in this word. So instead of you putting all of your business out into the world, you need to pick up the Bible and read the word, okay? So in the book of Galatians, chapter 6, verses 4 through 10, it says, pay careful attention to your own work, for then you will get the satisfaction of a job well done. And you won't need to compare yourself to anyone else. So you need to focus on you, Maya. Focus on you, what you're doing. It also says, for we are each responsible for our own conduct. I am responsible for myself, my actions, what I do. Those who are taught the word of God should provide for their teachers, sharing all good things with them. Don't be misled. You cannot mock the justice of God. You will always harvest what you plant. It's up to me. What I harvest, I plant. I do good. I put out good things, it will come back to me. If I put out bad things, it will come back to me. So we always have to be careful of the things that we do and the things that we say. Those who live only to satisfy their own sinful nature will harvest decay and death from that sinful nature. But those who live to please the Spirit will harvest everlasting life from the Spirit. So let's not get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up. Therefore, whenever we have the opportunity, we should do good to everyone, especially in those in the family of faith. So it's all in the word, to never give up, to keep going, to speak positivity, to put out good things into the world, because it'll all come back to you. You will reap blessings. It's all about you believing in God. It's all about believing in yourself. So I tell myself, never compare yourself to someone else. You just focus on you, because it's all up to me to do the work that needs to be done. I know what someone else can have, I can have too. So as people, we tend to look at other people and compare our lives, but no, that's taking away from the blessings that you are receiving in current time. And I told myself, how dare I not look at the things that I do have on my YouTube channel? I have people that come back. I have people saying that they enjoy my videos. So why am I looking for more? and more when I have things now. And as people, we just have to check ourselves. There's no way that I'm hating on anyone else. I just began to just belittle myself in a sense and not see the blessings that God is giving me in this moment. Even me being able to record this video on a camera or an iPhone, that's a blessing within itself. For people to subscribe to my YouTube channel, to get a view on my YouTube channel. So how dare I not look at that but compare myself to other people when I don't know, I've never even met these people. And how dare I not just reflect on my own work, because I do take accountability for not being consistent as I should have been, but I'm working on that, and that's all I can do is focus on me. So in life, you should never compare yourself to anyone else. You should just keep working, believing in God, picking up the word, okay, in time of need and doubt. Don't go on social media putting all your business out there. Just work on you and continue doing good things, and God will reward you with blessings. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.